Master. Yes, God makes everything favorable. Perhaps the aspirant doesn't marry. Thus, he is able to devote his whole attention to God. Or perhaps his brothers earn the family's livelihood. Or perhaps a son takes on the responsibilities of the family. Then, the aspirant will not have to bother about the world. He can give 100% of his mind to God. But one cannot succeed unless one renounces woman and gold. Only by renunciation is ignorance destroyed. The sun's rays, falling on a lens, burn many objects. But if a room is dark inside, you cannot get that result. You must come out of the room to use the lens. But some people live in the world even after attaining jnana. They see both what is inside and what is outside the room. The light of God illumines the world. Therefore, with that light, they can discriminate between good and bad, permanent and impermanent. The ignorant who lead a worldly life without knowing God are like people living in a house with mud walls. With the help of a dim light, they can see the inside of the house, but nothing more. But those who live in the world after having attained knowledge and realized God are like people living in a glass house. They see the inside of the room and also all that is outside. The light from the sun of knowledge enters strongly into the room. They perceive everything inside the room very clearly. They know what is good and what is bad, what is permanent and what is impermanent. God alone is the doer, and we are all His instruments. Therefore, it is impossible even for a jnani to be egotistic. The writer of a hymn to Shiva felt proud of his achievement. But his pride was dashed to pieces when Shiva's bull bared his teeth. He saw that each tooth was a word of the hymn. Do you understand the meaning of this? These words had existed from the beginningless past. The writer had only discovered them. It is not good to be a guru by profession. One cannot be a teacher without a command from God. He who says he is a guru is a man of mean intelligence. Footnote: Guru, The word means both spiritual teacher and heaviness. Footnote ends. Haven't you seen a balance? The lighter side goes higher. He who is spiritually higher than others does not consider himself a guru. Footnote. The meaning is that if a man thinks of himself as guru, he is heavy and goes down, like the heavier pan of a balance. Footnote ends. Everyone wants to be a teacher, but a disciple is hard to find. Troilokyo was seated on the floor, to the north of the small couch. He was going to sing. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, "Ah, how sweetly you sing." Troilokyo sang to the accompaniment of a tanpura. I have joined my heart to thee. All that exists art thou. Thee only have I found, for thou art all that exists. O Lord, beloved of my heart, thou art the home of all. Where indeed is the heart in which thou dost not dwell? Thou hast entered every heart. All that exists art thou. Whether sage or fool, whether Hindu or Mussalman, thou makest them as thou wilt. All that exists art thou. Thy presence is everywhere, whether in heaven or in Kaaba. Before thee all must bow, for thou art all that exists. From earth below to the highest heaven, from heaven to deepest earth, I see thee wherever I look. All that exists art thou. Pondering, I have understood. I have seen it beyond a doubt. I find not a single thing that may be compared to thee. To Jafar it has been revealed that thou art all that exists. Footnote. Jafar, the author of the song. Footnote ends.